Well, it depends a lot on how bad some of those enemies are. Plus or minus 4 HP on them. We could have really, really beefy Tektites. We could have really, really weak Lionels, and we start in the desert, so not a terrible spot. In the immediate update from that desert shop, seems neither of our runners wants anything to do with that.
Yeah, it looks like they're both heading straight over to the Armos check. We do have 3 Armos over on this western part of Hyrule. Eastern part of Hyrule, sorry. And just a staircase under that one.
Yeah, one of these will have a free item for the taking. We don't know if it's going to necessarily be a good item, but that candle's a good item, as we see our hint man saying, "I hate book, change my mind."
That was a free item for the taking.
Yeah, apparently all of our Hylians hate books and will need to find one to change their mind and get any useful information from those hint shops.
And we find the letter, so if rcdrone chooses to pick that up, you can get potions in a little bit. Gonna pass it for now since it's right next to start there.
I mean, it is interesting. I think that's one of the things you would just want to grab just so you don't accidentally forget it later when we see really cheap bombs, 4 rupees a piece. That's really good.
Oh, hey, level 9.
See.
And, there's our level 9.
Yeah, drone's in 9 already. It's not Saber tier, but it's still pretty good. That 9 rupees secret isn't that great, but it gets him a full pack of bombs, so he's not going to complain once he finds that shop.
I was going to say, because you had 2 packs of bombs, you get a full 8.
That is very true. But both of our runners trying to find that wood sword cave. It's going to be the big gating weapon. We have minimum price on the blue ring, 230 rupees, but again, second quest overworld, there's only going to be 1 large secret out there, and if it's not great, no one's thinking about rings.
Oh, hey, and there's our book on the coast, so that's going to be a very interesting thing to see if they choose to come back and pick that up or not.
That is going to be very interesting, as you can see Fred taking the time to grab that letter. Potions with the red bubbles are very much at a premium compared to what they otherwise would be in first quest.
The thing is with that book on the coast, that's kind of an intriguing item. In tournaments past, we would never come back and pick that up. But now that book gives us so much power through the hints and through the level 9 exploration.
Oh, absolutely. It does give you a lot of utility there, as Fred does find level 9 after he did pick up his full 8-pack of bombs. So he's got a penny left to his name as rcdrone is scrolling his way to another armor spot right off outside of this room. And finds a hint shop. Those are not expensive hints, so that should be pretty decent.
Yeah, it's looking like our blue ring in vanilla. The blue ring shop is going to be our armor item. And that is the wand, as the flute, as our white sword item.
The flute definitely opens up a lot more exploration than it would in first quest, but 4 hearts is not going to be enough to get it.
Now, moments away from seeing where our armor item is, see if it's a instant weapon or not for us.
Yeah, rcdrone doing a beautiful screen scroll to that vanilla blue ring spot.
Now, it is the banana. This early in the seed, that's not that bad of a pickup. Especially considering some of these enemies have 0 HP now. So we can actually use that to kill certain things.
And Fred those armor statues have 0 HP, yes. And we will have first quest dungeons. However, we will not be told what number the dungeons are. We'll have to find them out from the map as we see Gibdos, Likes, Pole's Voices, and those super ropes in that room. Good.
Yeah, treat. So instead of playing Name That Shape, we'll be playing Name That Dungeon in this case. And with Fred playing as a Gibdo, every time you see a Link sprite inside the randomizer now, that will be a Gibdo.
Yeah, Coughlin gets bought by one of those red bubbles. Not exactly a problem right now. He doesn't have a sword to get cursed. And he finds the Triforce, and it's really close to start, just 1 room north of where he is.
We have a couple people in chat saying this is possibly 7. So again, a nice, quick, easy Triforce in level 7 might be a nice thing to have. And it's just sitting right out on the floor, so Fred can definitely pick that up.
He's going to do a bit more digging, and this actually looks like it might be level 3.
Well, it's either 3 or 7. We'll find out momentarily.
We
I'm
will
not sure.
indeed.
And rcdrone has found the sword that was, in fact, level 3. And the sword was
Wait a
right at
minute.
vanilla. That's quite a vanilla sword.
Fred, playing a bit lazy with your own seed much? As we can see, that was level 3, and oh, that's some expensive bait, 105 rupees. We did get a look at that medium secret on, I believe it was Drone's side. 34 was the medium secret. That's decent money. Certainly playable.
And we have 1 HP moblins, especially that's nice because that's the bomb dropping moblin. That's
Yeah,
a vanilla 3 with this level, orange dungeon, which possibly could be 8 coming up with that start screen.
As a very interesting start screen. It could be anything 4 through 8, I think, with that location. And a very nice bush clip to get into that roundabout room.
This could be a transport, or this could be one of the items if this is in fact level 8.
And you can see rcdrone taking extreme care not to get hit by those red bubbles. There is a blue one in this room to cure himself if he needs it, though.
Fred is making his way over to vanilla start, so he should be getting his sword momentarily.
That's definitely going to help him. rcdrone dancing with all these red keys with these bubbles. It's taking quite a lot of time.
And that's a white sword, and a very nice find by rcdrone. Nice to have a white sword just 7 minutes into a seed.
It's unfortunate. And thankfully he wasn't cursed, because upgrading his sword will not undo the bubble curse, as we found out. Drone's gonna be doing a bit more digging here in level 3. Or, this isn't level 3. What level is this?
I'm thinking this is 8, personally.
It could be level 8. And, ooh, those Vires, sorry, it took me a second to remember what the name of that enemy was. They're going down in 1 white sword hit. They only have 2 HP.
We're getting people in chat saying this is most likely level 4. Yeah, it's looking like 4 by the map, by that side of the map there. And Vires dropped to 1 white sword shot, so that's nice. Another bomb dropping enemy that'll drop easily for you.
Yeah, so you have several bomb dropping enemies that are going to be very useful in exploring dungeons, especially if that sets in level 9.
Fred is going away from this vanilla 3 though, so it's gonna be a little bit before he gets a white sword, but probably not too long. Gonna go up and get the Armos item momentarily.
Yeah, so he will have his banana if he decides to actually take it.
This early in the seed with
the Triforce.
This early in the seed with potential 0 HP enemies, I think Fred will pick it up, even though it's just a banana.
Sure, I mean this early in the seed, it's still got value.
Well, just a nicety to stun these Lionels is definitely just nice in its own right.
And Drone confirming that that is indeed level 4. So 3 and 4 have already been discovered, and each runner has a Triforce, and we haven't even hit 10 minutes. This could very well prove to be one of those jet seeds as Fred finds another level.
And Drone right on his heels going back in, so they are neck and neck at the moment.
Thing is, these aren't the same level. I'm 90% sure these are different levels. And we've got some Moldorms in a moat. Drone's probably not going to be able to get any item drops here. And it's the map. Fred might be in level 1.
A lot of Dig Darkers so far. Chatson rcdrone might be in 6, and with that hook, it's looking likely.
Yeah, it does look like a level 6, and that means level 6 is fully ladder blocked, but Fred finding out that, yeah, that's almost got to be level 1, and that is almost certainly... Oh, no, he can bomb down, so it's not completely reporter blocked.
That, however, is a nice pickup. That would be our red ring.
Oh, that's a huge defensive boost for Fred. Not that he needs it, but he's never going to say no to it when it's right there. Yeah,
if that's right in your face, you're taking that all the time. And Orange Dark Nuts Wizards did not roll low, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is going to be a bit of a pain to clear them out. It won't be a problem, it'll just be, tiring.
And Fred has found level 8, so there's one more item here somewhere for him.
Alright, so maybe it wasn't level 1, but there's still 2 items in play. RC Drone gonna fill up on bombs. Is this the other item, perhaps? And this is the Dongo Room. Meanwhile, Drone has found level 3 that Fred picked up on. Definitely a little bit better equipped to deal with this, though I'm sure he doesn't want to if he can avoid it.
So his bottom part of level 8 was water blocked, but that transport let you get around it a little bit. So that's going to leave that one room on the right-hand side that's going to be a little annoying.
A little bit, yeah. So, Drone into the jackpot room. Although with, what was that, 8 red bubbles? That's certainly not a jackpot you want to take.
I mean, there's blue ones right next door, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
It's still pretty bad. Because there's more red ones right there if you try going any further north.
And Fred does find another potential push block room, and the next staircase that he does find will be our second item here in 8.
Indeed it will. There's one set of transport stairs and 2 item staircases. And RC Drone confirming that this is level 3 for himself. We knew that from Fred's Triforce, but now Drone knows as well.
And that block does not push, that is not our item.
He may need to spend some keys if he wants to get to that Triforce or that other item, but Fred's got other ideas.
He's going to try to use the path of least resistance, using bombs and free doors.
I blame him, yeah. That, however, is not exactly least resistance. Neither is that Dig Dogger. He is probably going that single block room might be the answer.
More squishy bomb droppers. Orange Gorilla 0 HP, or 1 HP anyway.
Nice. Drone up a saving out of level 3. Didn't get the Triforce, he didn't get the item, didn't want to get the item. There were blue bubbles he could have used to solve that issue. And we see why we couldn't bomb into that room. It was Zelda's room.
So while it's just the red ring is here at 8, never mind. We don't know what it was in 3 quite yet.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Drone up a saved, given the fact that there were blue bubbles right next to the Triforce, and now he's going right back in. So this is just a bunch of wasted time for Drone. Against a player like Fred, he can ill afford to waste much time.
Fred is basically full clearing this level 8 for that second item. Hopefully it's not going to be ladder blocked. Oh, here it is right here.
That definitely helps for Fred. So what do we have as the second item?
And just a little bit of love.
I mean, that gets him one step closer to getting that recorder, which may be required for something. We see Drone taking out this Gel and Bunny room.
And Fred's gonna grab a quick second Triforce here, and he'll probably go back to level 4 as well momentarily.
It would not surprise me if he does.
And that is the any key on Drone side in level 3. That's
huge. A very useful pickup. Key management is one of those things that can always be a bit of a bugaboo, especially if you have to go all through level 9. So having that any key is going to be a great help for him.
I would have to assume that Fred will go back to level 3 looking for the item.
He might. It depends a lot more on Does he feel like he needs to dig that for the item, or does he feel more like he just needs to get his Triforces and make a play on 9? 7/8 time, yes. Fred did get the second item. It was the heart container.
So we're having a little bit of a nice defense for us. Has the red ring and the heart container.
Yeah. Honestly, I think what's going to determine Fred's decision on going back to 3 and potentially picking up that any key, it's going to depend on if he has everything he needs for level 9 once he gets his 5th Triforce.
With how small level 3 is, it wouldn't shock me to see him go back earlier, though.
And on some level, it's just one of those things where you don't want to spend time redigging dungeons if you've got the bow, the sword, the silvers.
And Drone has gone in back into this ice blue dungeon. I believe this is 8 for him.
So Fred's quickly going to come across this Triforce here in 4. We're going to be at 20 minutes, and he's going to have 3 tries.
Yeah,
well,
it just
maybe.
speaks to their skill of how quick they go through these seeds.
Oh, absolutely. It's very much a testament to how good both these runners are. So Drone's found his way into level 8. He will be picking up his red ring in this staircase here.
And Fred is going to get the offense, so they basically caught each other up on items.
Pretty much. Really, the only difference will be Drone having the any key, which still shouldn't be that big a problem this early in the seed, and he'll also, if he digs out the rest of this level 8 instead of going straight for the Triforce, he will get the heart container. That'll get him a 50-50 chance of picking up that recorder, as we find a very, very ineffective bait block in level 8.
And with that is Triforce number 3 already for Fred, only 17 minutes in.
Yeah, he's just flying through this seed, and he knows he has to, so it's one of those things, at some point you have to realize you need to start putting a little giddy up in your step. And it does help that the seed is definitely giving them what they need in order to do it. Early red ring, white sword.
Yeah, when you're playing someone like rcdrone, who's one of the best in the world, you want to move as fast as humanly possible, for sure.
Now Fred is back in this level that we thought might have... We were pretty sure is level 6.
And those are some beefy skeletons.
Yes, they are. But that is not going to be getting him anywhere in this dungeon.
Yeah, unfortunately, being ladder blocked right away shuts that entire level off.
So let's go somewhere else. Plenty of overworld exploration to do. Fred will eventually find that white sword cave with the recorder and be sad that 4 hearts is not going to be enough to get it.
He is, in fact, actually going up to the grave, so he's taking a little bit of a different route.
Alright, this is definitely unexplored territory. Could get him what he needs in order to keep going.
So far, we found like the bigger, less free dungeons. We found 6 and 8 so far, and 3 and 4. So we have 1 and 2 at large, as well as level 7, of course.
Yeah, levels 1 and 2 are never dungeons that you like not knowing where they are, because they're free, they're really small to clear, the items are, at least in one case, just completely free on the ground, as Fred Coughlin does get a heart from a second take any.
So that
here's
being
the
said,
question.
though,
Looks like Drone is going to explore these last couple rooms to see if he can find this second item, so he'll also have his heart container.
now this is going to be where the any key comes into play, though, because he can just walk through any door he wants, where Fred can win a bit of a roundabout trying to avoid using keys.
That is definitely true. Is Drone getting a double stun on those Dodongos? Very nicely done.
And that is a 6-heart flute today. So we're going to come back here once we get a 6th heart.
So that is good for Fred to know, and hopefully Drone decides to wait until he gets his 6th heart before going back. Of course, if he goes up to the grave, I believe he didn't hit that take any that Fred did. And Drone realizing, wait, that gets me close to recorder access. I should grab that.
Maybe wise. Now, we do have a 34 mid secret, and that's nice because we are playing with a second quest overworld, so we only have one large secret to play with. So having a decent mid is definitely a good sight to see.
And it gives you a lot more ability to buy nice things like bomb upgrades and bait if it's required, or wood arrows if they're required.
And there is the 3rd Triforce for rcdrone, so they're now tied on the Triforce count.
You know, really the only advantage Drone has is that any key. He has not gone back to pick up that letter, though. Hopefully it won't end up costing him, but you never know, it might.
And Fred does find a level up here in the corner of Death Mountain, so if it's a little while before Jerome gets up here and there's something huge here, that's going to be just a bigger advantage for Fred. We'll see what happens.
I'm thinking this is either level 2 or level 5, and my gut says level 2.
Nice clock for Fred here. Gets to get rid of that blue wizard. Unfortunately, though, we saw wall masters, so we get to try for it. Compass, I mean.
He must have killed them all before getting that clock, which definitely helps. And apparently, not even Fred likes the old dungeon men. Drone picking up his 6th heart, that will give him his recorder access, as you said.
Fred trying to kill the wall master while avoiding the bubbles. And that is a heart container. That's not necessarily our dungeon item. We always assume the first floor item we find is going to be the dungeon heart. So we'll see. Oh, we know it can't be, so we just picked it up a little while ago on 8. Never mind. And this is, in fact, level 2.
Alright, so that could be the item, it might not be. We will have to find out. But one thing that Fred knows, that 6th heart does give him the recorder that rcdrone just picked up.
And you'll see Fred pass by this dark room. He knows that A, the Triforce won't be here, and B, the item won't be here. Because he'll never be in a room that goes pitch black like this.
Yeah, I mean, one of the advantages of creating the randomizer, you know some of those otherwise awkward rules like that.
Does get a key, though. It doesn't look like Drone is falling right in Fred's footsteps up in the Death Mountain, so he'll be in level 2 momentarily as well.
Yeah, this race is going by very, very quickly, as anyone who knows either of these runners should have expected. Oh, John's bringing out a very good point. The Lyre heart on the coast was in level 8, so the heart that we saw Fred pick up can't be the coast heart container. It has to be the dungeon heart.
Yeah, that's why I said don't mind me. I caught myself after I said it.
And 7-8 time is asking, yes, a level 2 does not have a basement. The item will be on the floor. It might be inside an enemy, it might be a room drop, but it will not be in a staircase.
No,
Fred,
this Black Fest
having to fully clear this level 2. I think this is a true full clear.
This Blackfest is made much easier with the power of the Red Ring. You kind of just do what you can as you whittle down the blue barrier here.
Yeah, a pair of bombs will definitely thin the herd a great deal. And no item there either. Interesting. So I guess it's where is Fred not looked?
I think he missed 1 or 2 rooms on the right-hand side, about halfway up.
It is possible, but he is going to take this Triforce, and it's going to be very interesting to see if he redigs, because he doesn't have bow, he doesn't have silver arrows, and J-Dirk pointing out that we did see a Dig Dogger in here. That may be it.
I believe the Dig Dogger was in a dark room, though, so that won't be the item.
If that is the case, then yeah.
And there's the 4th Triforce for Fred Coughlin.
Yeah, 25 minutes, and he knows where level 9 is. He also knows where a fifth level is, level 6. Problem is he can't get anywhere, and yeah, Fred immediately redigging. So yeah, rcdrone, that Dig Dogger should not have an item.
It's going to be in this room at the Molder right here.
I believe that's the exact same room that Drone is in, so we're going to get item drops at almost the exact same time.
Nope, it's going to be up more. Okay, I was wrong.
I'm just trying to think. Old Drone is just going to kill this Dig Dogger.
Okay, we haven't seen this room yet. It's the bow. We got the bow in level 2.
Oh, the NSU room has the bow. Alright, that's definitely needed. So a very good dig by Fred. And I'm sure that Drone will eventually come across that and pick it up as well.
Now the question though, Alge, is you have the bow now. You don't have silvers, you don't have the ladder. Do you still go into level 9 or do you keep looking around?
I think that depends on where you get that fifth Triforce from. If you get it from level 5 or 7, then you do a bit more digging. However, if you get their fifth Triforce from level 1, then yeah, you gamble 9.
And we find another level here.
Well, this can't be level 1.
This is feeling like a 5 to me.
This does feel like 5. So Drone is in the Triforce room, gets his Triforce. Now will he redig? Hopefully he does.
And he saves away from level 2.
Oh, that is going to be very painful for Drone. On one hand, he will be able to go straight back. He does have the reporter. On the other hand, that's going to be... who knows how long it's going to take him to make that play. That's got to be rough. And it's very interesting. That's twice that Drone has just up-aimed out of a level that it didn't make necessarily all that much sense to leave.
Okay, Alex, he just had to go get bombs, and he went right back over to the 2, so he was just bomb blocked.
That makes a lot more sense. So rcdrone, much more knowledgeable at what he's doing than I, and for very good reason. And that's why he's playing and not me.
So this has been a rather Wizrobe-infested scene so far. That early red ring and early white sword are just paying all kinds of dividends.
Yeah, imagine what this scene would be like if, say, white sword and red ring were in level 9.
Not as friendly, for sure. And there's the bow pickup by rcdrone. They are now once again tied on items.
So, I assume Drone is going to take more or less the same path that Fred did, clearing out this Death Mountain. And does Fred find an item down here? No, he doesn't. So the big question is, Drone going to put as much time into this level that almost... yeah, it has to be level 5 at this point. Is he going to spend as much time in this level 5 as Fred is willing to?
Second question is, will Fred keep looking for the item, or will he get the Triforce and bail?
I think that's really a function of how long it takes him to find the Triforce.
Well, the way he's killing these rooms, he's looking for the Triforce and possibly keys. Uh-oh, no, that's our ladder block.
That's a ladder block. There may be ways around that.
And Fred just does a very nice clip into the river to pick up that key.
Yeah, those river clips look incredible. They're not that hard if you know how to do block clips, but you really have to be good with your frames of reference.
Fred is sitting on 7 keys, so he's not exactly hurting in the key count. And
No,
that's
he's
going to be the
not.
one level 5. RC John
Alright,
picking that up
that
a little
is
bit quicker than Fred.
Yeah, as a good item for sure. Fred finds a bomb upgrade. Neither of them can afford it, and that's a pretty pricey bomb upgrade. Only 5 under the max.
It looks like that one was pretty close to where they came in, right next to the Triforce also.
Yeah, so Drone has his 5 Triforce pieces. He could go to level 9, banking on ladder not being required and Silver's hiding somewhere in 9.
And Drone does save, and he might be heading over there. We'll see momentarily.
I mean, Drone easily could think that Fred is hot on his heels, or Fred is beating him into level 9. But Fred is not taking that Triforce out of level 5, at least not yet. Up a save. Oh, he got the compass. But yeah, this is the epitome of a jet seed here. He's going straight to level 9. So while we still have time, if we still have time, do you want to do a quick rundown of what Drone's going to be paying attention for here in this level 9?
Yeah, so first and foremost, he'll be listening out for the roar of Ganon. When we hear that, we'll know Ganon is a one room adjacent to where we are, and we have a potential ladder blocker almost right away in this level 9. And I believe that was actually Zelda's room right there, because that shutter door did not open.
Yeah, so Zelda is literally an up A away. And if Drone can't get around this ladder block, unless this has the ladder in it or something.
No, I mean, that doesn't say much yet. Level 9 is huge, and it usually is multiple paths. That being said, we're looking for the silver arrows still, so if those aren't here, this is all for naught. So it depends on if RC Drone can even get to where the silvers are, possibly, or if they're in a different dungeon.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where it does not look like Fred is in any hurry to go to level 9 just yet.
Yeah, he's gonna get that flute, and I wouldn't be shocked if he looks for level 1 still.
Oh, for sure, because he's got 6 items still in play. So it's a 1 in 3 chance that the silvers are in level 9. I mean, we've had worse gambles come in before, but with level 1 still being in play, and the fact that if you find the ladder, that leads to the book, that turns on your important hints. But no, Fred's going back to level 3. He'll get his any key in here.
So of the items that are helpful, that's one of them. So he does have 5 keys, so it's not the best thing you could find, but certainly not one of the worst things you could find.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be in this room right here, actually. So as long as he kills out this room pretty quick, it's not going to cost him much time at all.
But yeah, Drone has taken a red bubble bop, so he cannot use his sword right now. He is relying on the wand and bombs to get around, which is a really bad place to be if you have a Wizrobe-infested dungeon like this.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a potion to cure it either.
And he doesn't have a potion, and he never went and took that ladder, so he can't buy one. So Fred's got his any key, and he looks like, oh, he does not look like he is making the immediate run to level 9 either.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Fred is still going to be looking for level 1. Just he doesn't want to leave 2 items on the ground.
Oh, and the useless hint man. We find our large secret is 130 rupees. That'll top off Fred's wallet. But yeah, drone a little bit into the tank. Let's see what he decides to do. He's down to 1 bomb too.
All right, Fred is actually in level 9 himself, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, neither of our runners have a potion. Drone has the immediate ability to pick one up, but he has not. Or Fred has the immediate ability to pick one up if he decides he needs it.
All right, Alex, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. What are we finding in this level 9?
I'm thinking we'll probably find Raft Power Bracelet.
So just to send us on a little bit of a overworld exploration hint.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Magical Boomerang and the Red Candle.
Neither of us calling Ladder Silvers. Those are the only 2 items left in play.
Well, that'd be too nice.
Yeah, I mean, the game's been plenty nice to our runners already. One other thing, we have not even heard Ganon, so we're pretty sure he's not in this eastern part of the skull.
So while we have a little bit of exploration going on, please give both these guys a follow for a heck of a race so far. fcoughlin and rcdrone, 2 of the best at Zelda 1 Randomizer. Please show them both some love, as well as our tracker behind the scenes today, Marty7449. Thank you, Marty, for helping us behind the scenes. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, all of this is very helpful, and putting on an absolute textbook show, both these runners. Drone is going to up A. Is he leaving level 9? Not quite.
So this level 9 is one of those cases of who can dodge the bubbles better.
Drone looking like he may have a bit of some more exploration he can do. Maybe.
And we found the raft in level 9.
Oh,
that's not what we wanted.
That is not at all what we wanted.
So now you have one of the 2 items. Now do you stay here or do you take off?
I think Fred, I think the right play here is to take off. You are gambling. You're making a 1 in 5 gamble at this point. Level 1 still in play. That raft might lead to something. And you also don't have ladder. Ladder would give you book, and Fred's already come across at least 1, if not 2, hint men.
Now, we know level 6 is full ladder block, so we know the ladder's not going to be there. But the ladder is here, and the silvers are in 6. That could be interesting.
It would be incredibly trolly to end this, yeah. Drone finding a new staircase now, getting him a bit more coverage across this level.
Very back and forth race, very even keel.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, I guess, what were we expecting anything different with these 2?
And Drone out of bombs, can't kill the orange wizards with a single bomb. This may give Fred some time to work with.
And that is our ladder in level 9. That could potentially be huge for Fred. Now, I would jet to the coast and pick up that book and see what I get for hints.
I mean, you know that the silvers aren't there, so the hints that are in level 9 are no good.
Yeah, but if we have a hint to where the silvers are, that just cuts out a dungeon that we have to check for.
Oh, you mean regular hint shops? Fred hasn't found any of those, though.
He knows where 1 is. I don't know if he has a second one, but he definitely knows where at least 1 is.
But let's see what Drone decides to do here. He is he is going just straight back into level 9. Now that he's back up on bombs and has his sword as well.
So it looks like Fred's going to value the recorder spots first and foremost. And he might loop in the raft when he checks the coast.
I mean, this is just good overworld routing by Fred, and knowing what he knows, it's going to be very. It makes a lot of sense. Is he's going to pick up a heart. You already bought a red potion, Fred. You can't get another one.
Yeah, he almost picked that up and was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not going to help me, is it?
Not one bit. So, tooting on that flute. Hard to see which way he's facing with the Gypto sprite.
So he went back to level 3, I believe. 8, I believe.
Okay, so he is probably headed towards those hint spots if he did find them. For some reason, I thought only Drone found the hint shop.
Fred finding all the potion shops. That's just like 4th one in 5 minutes.
That's not what he wants to find, I'm sure.
So Fred did make a beeline back down to this level, what we believe is level 6.
I mean, it makes sense. You just follow what the seed tells you.
And if the silvers are this early into this dungeon, that's going to be very, very interesting.
I mean, this is a potential bush block.
But alas, it does not push. We do have a staircase here, though. That's our item, and it's the power bracelet.
Alright, so it's not here.
A ladder to power bracelet to a push block level 1 to silvers type situation.
I mean, we've had combination locks like that before. Sure, why not?
Nice little chain reaction seed.
Thankfully for everyone involved, Fred will not have to dig out Turtle Rock for this.
Yeah, this is the ALTTP, our specialty type seed, it looks like. Power bracelet was ladder blocked in level 6, the ladder being in level 9.
And Fred coming across the magical sword, that's not getting picked up. Drone finding the ladder in level 9. Is he gonna bail with this?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's gonna dig out that second item, which isn't too far from here, actually.
No, it is not.
Actually, it was one room above, so he gets both of the items. Now it's going to be very interesting where he goes now. If he goes to 6 to get the power bracelet or not, which is very early in that dungeon also.
It really is, and there's the immediate up A save, so let's see what he's got in mind. Fred's still doing overworld digs. There are these 2 ladder block dungeons here on the river that are exclusive to second quest as well.
Now, with all that exploration, though, I don't believe either one of us heard Ganon, unless you heard it and I didn't, but I don't believe we heard him.
I haven't heard him either, no.
Fred immediately going over to the Death Mountain section to check out the recorder and the couple bomb spots that he missed, as well as the recorder spot.
Yep, Drone finding his big secret, and it looks like his thought is the forest. There's a recorder spot here that didn't get checked, I don't believe.
So we have 2 dungeons at large. We have levels 1 and level 7. We have one of them under the recorder lake.
Oh, this could be big for Drone. That's level 7.
You're right. It was big for Drone, but not in the correct way.
So I'm really surprised that Drone is taking the time to dig out this level 7. Especially because he has to know that that's what it is at this point.
Well, I mean, if it's here,
I mean,
good on him.
Here, hero call, absolutely. But I mean, he's got, with what he has, doesn't it make that much more sense to say, screw taking all the time to dig this and going to look for level 1?
Well, he's supposed to possibly go to level 6 to get that power bracelet if one is in fact power bracelet blocked, which at this point is looking likely.
It could also be raft blocked. Neither the raft spots got checked.
This is true.
Fred doing all this exploration on Death Mountain that Drone already did.
Oh, that was a hint shop. Fred not checking that hint shop.
Oh, and that's like, why would you not? Drone
Oh,
finds the
he
Triforce in
doesn't.
level
Fred
7,
doesn't have the
but
book
he
yet.
doesn't care about it.
Fred never
Oh,
picked up
right.
the book.
He didn't pick up the book. I mean, he has the ability to, he just didn't. And now Fred's checking those power bracelet spots.
This is automatically just becoming even more of an intriguing race-up of who's going to make the right call first and who's going to find what they need.
And it's a little bit unfortunate that it just comes down to variance like this. Like, who finds... It's not even who digs the right dungeon, it's who finds the right dungeon.
Well, that makes this flag set so intriguing and so much fun to play. It just... Who makes the right call? I mean, it's all a gamble, and that's just the beauty of Randomizer.
Yeah, it's a bit too much of a gamble for my blood, but that's just me. Drone making sure to take a bop from that blue bubble as he goes through. It's a lot of time exploring this level 7.
Well, Fred's going to check our first of the raft spots, and then he might world wrap around to check the other one.
Well, we've got our item staircase here in level 7. I'm almost positive.
And that's just the blue banana.
Oh, so it's got to be in level 1.
Be very interesting to see where this level 1 is. Now, the drone does know that level 6 is down that corner of the Dead Woods.
So level 1 has to be silver arrows and red candle.
And it looks like rcdrone is making a play down to where the coast is. So if he checks that coast spot before Fred gets over there, benefit to him.
I mean, he is probably also going to pick up the book along the way because he does know where a hint shop is.
Okay, we have a vanilla 1 check. That's not vanilla 1 at 1.
Yeah, we've had enough non-randomized random stuff in this seat already. The raft spot gonna pay off.
And both raft spots are duds. So, where is this level 1 hiding?
It's gonna be very interesting. Fred looking like he might be checking around the forgotten spot.
And there it is. It was indeed in the forgotten spot. So, rcdrone is right on his heel too, though.
Yeah, this is going to be really close. It's going to depend a lot on routing to the silvers. It's going to be a little bit of luck, but this is going to be anyone's race because no one knows where Ganon is, and Zelda's an up A away. And that is not the silver arrows. That's red candle in the staircase. So get ready to full clear some rooms.
Who is going to find these silver arrows first, Ouch?
I mean, Fred is in a little bit better position. He has 8 hearts to drone 6. I know that's not a big difference,
and
but
there they are.
The only difference you can get.
At 48 minutes, Fred Coughlin has picked up his silver arrows, and rcdrone is right on his heels. Now it's just a race to find the big pig.
Yeah, this is literally just he's to find Ganon, and actually the other difference, Fred's got a potion, Drone does not.
Yep, so they both have their silver arrows now. Now just a matter of who can find the pig faster, and can rcdrone avoid getting hit by the bubbles.
Yeah, that's like Drone taking a bubble hit would be effectively a death knell for him. Fred does have to re-up on bombs. That'll give Drone a tiny bit of time to catch up as they close into level 1.
Now, after all that, Ouch, all that exploration, all that difference in level 9, getting both items and looking around, they entered 9 about 2 minutes apart from each other.
Not even 2 minutes, probably closer to 15 seconds.
Yes.
Drone with the silver arrow clip into that diamond stair. Okay. Drone may have a path, and we didn't have him on. We didn't have him on audio. He is going like he knows exactly where he wants to go.
Yeah, they're both still pretty close to each other, though.
Yeah, they really are. Drone may be like 2 or 3 screens, quote unquote, ahead. I use that very liberally because if Drone is not going the right way, yeah, that hint man is not the hint that Drone wanted. There is one other hint man in this level 9.
Now, that Patrick could be hiding the mask of the Roar of Ganon.
I don't think it was. It didn't sound like it was masking anything, but it might have.
An RC drone has found Ganon.
Oh, in the, I believe, yeah, southwest. He had a complete plan to put this together.
Yeah, Ganon had it down in the southeast.
8 white sword hits. Got the stun lock.
And then Zelda's just a quick up A away, so RC Drone has what he needs.
I mean, Fred is getting his way close, but it's going to be too little too late.
And that door opens, and there she is. RC Drone has taken this race.
Yes, and RC Drone has officially won with an official SRL time of 52 minutes flat. Get your GGs in chat. That was lightning quick. And just as I say that, Fred's got to be like one room away from Ganon at this point, so he'll be done in short order as well.
Yeah, Fred unfortunately just took a different path and it came back, but
yeah,
this race is
from here.
Deadlocked pretty much the entire time.
Oh, for sure.
Fred unfortunately getting wall mastered. And with that, we do have RC Drone with us in chat. GG, my friend, well played.
Hey, thanks.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when we say that was a textbook example of 2 very good players going very, very fast through this game.
Yeah, the seed really, I don't know, I found all the small numbered dungeons pretty early, and 8, so yeah, it was pretty straightforward, and got the white sword and red ring really early. I'm not sure how early Fred got that, but once I had that, everything was pretty straightforward, other than trying to manage bombs.
Yeah, you guys were basically screen by screen for the majority of the run. You guys both found both items in level 9 almost close to the same time. Fred had gone back to that blue dungeon in the lower western part, which was level 6, so it's ladder blocked, and got the power bracelet out of there, so he went digging power bracelet spots for a few minutes.
But he also didn't go into level 7 at all. He picked up silver arrows, I want to say like 5 seconds before you did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you were right on his tail in level 1. And for most of this race, you guys were just going straight at each other. Very little route divergence for most of the run. Really, the only one was once both you found the 2 items in level 9 and decided where you had to go look on the overworld.
Now, did you hear Ganon on your first trip into 9? Did you know where he was?
No. He was one room away from me being able to hear him.
Yeah, well, you could have fooled us with how you were going through level 9. It was like you knew exactly where you needed to go.
Yeah, I knew it had, unless Patrick covered the sound, I knew it had to be on the perimeter on the left side or the upper left side, because I had touched everything else. There's actually a giant bomb wall separating the very edge of the left side, 4 rooms high. So I knew I would be able to bomb through everything, especially because I found all 12 staircase rooms, so plus the 2 item rooms. So I knew there couldn't be stairs to that side, so I just had to bomb my way through.
Well, congratulations in any case. You will be facing the winner of another match. Zeb Gedney will be taking on the winner of, I believe this is the match that's coming up in an hour, Adaginos and BT.
Yes, that is going to be our rematch from about a week ago. We had a technical issue on Adaginos' side, and BT was gracious enough to go for the rematch. So we're going to do it from the scratch. You have a true winner this time.
So the winner of that gets Zeb, and the winner of Zeb and that match will get you in winner's top 8, actually. But just as you say, like you said, bomb management was so big of an issue, and there's Fred out of bombs.
It gets a 4-pack. He's only a couple rooms north of where Ganon is now.
Yeah, overall, did you think that you were ahead, behind, about even with Fred throughout this race, Drone? Like, did that influence how you were thinking about things?
I mean, I felt like I was doing pretty good. So I found the 2 items in 9. I mean, the big concern was that, because I hadn't found 1, if Fred found 1 and the silvers were there, like, I had explored a lot of 9. So I felt like I could be behind there if Fred had already been to 1. And when I was digging through 7, for some reason, at first I thought it was 5, forgetting that I'd found 5 first. And then eventually it dawned on me that I was in 7. And then I kind of had a decision to make whether or not I wanted to bounce or keep going. But I decided to just keep going until I had to, like, I don't know, bomb or got shuttered into somewhere difficult or something. And fortunately, I found I think it was the magical boomerang pretty soon.
Yeah,
so
the magical boomerang was. Fred has defeated the Tyrant and will be making his way to Ganon in any moment now. And there we go. We have an official SRL time. Fred Coughlin finishing second place, 57-27. Very well done. Gonna get him in for a talk as well. But both runners coming in sub-hour. Like, it's sub-hour seeds in this flag set have been rare, and to have both runners cut the hour is just a testament to how good they are.
All right, so I want to reach out to Fred and see if he wants to hop in with us. We've already gone over the next race coming up. We do have many more races this week and into next week. So if you guys are enjoying what you're watching, again, please give both these guys a follow. fcoughlin and rcdrone. And our truck behind the scenes today was Marty. So thank you, Marty, for checking for us. And I'll of course, please give my co-com today, Algernon25, a follow.
And be sure to also give my co-commentator, Darkfalls, a follow. Very well done. As we are going to bring in Fred Coughlin into the commentary booth. A very fitting seed, I should say, for runners of your skill level.
Good game, RC. That was a nut seed, to put it bluntly.
Yeah, good game, Fred.
So, Fred, basically you guys were neck and neck the entire way. Just very, very minor divergences. You went to 6 and got the power race that went on a little bit of a power race hunt. While you were doing that, RC had gone into 7, so he was digging around level 7. So those two plays kind of negated each other. You guys both went into 9, probably less than a minute apart on the second trip.
Oh, wow. Then just the wrong case of did not know where Ganon was.
Yeah, Drone also didn't know where Ganon was, but happened to figure out the route had to go through the southwest and ended up putting things together. But tell us what you were thinking when you find the raft, and then almost right after that you find the ladder in level 9.
At that point, I'm playing against someone who is of RC Drone's caliber, who is an incredibly good player. And at that point, I just needed to say, okay, we got ladder, we got raft. I knew level 6 had been ladder blocked from the items, so I said, you know what, I got to get out of here, and I have to start checking all those spots and hope that maybe Drone took a slightly longer path to get to 9, and maybe I would be ahead on that bit. That was really the only thing that logic going through there.
Yeah, but all in all, you guys were less than 30 seconds apart from picking up silvers. You picked yours up and then ran straight to 9. He was like 30 seconds behind you. So it was neck and neck. It was just a matter of the pathing in level 9. He just edged you out just a tad.
Oh yeah, level 9 is can be a giant maze, and I hadn't explored enough of the level really when I found ladder there to get a good feel for it the first time, and so coming back, just ended up figured out pretty reasonably there where Ganon was going to be approximately, but just ended up hitting all those bomb walls. You need to get one specific bomb to get through, or possibly a staircase to jump to that side. I'm missing 1 or 2 staircases on here that may have jumped you over there, saved a little time, but either way, the walking path that I took just ended up taking a while to find there and taking a while to find bombs. And that's the fun nature of level 9. It's finding your way through and trying to get to things where they were. And I got no regrets there. I played clean. It was a good seed, and just Drone was able to play much better. Kind of harkens back to our first tournament matchup ever, where Drone beat me slightly into 9, and then I just took the right turn. So it's fitting how Drone, you have now become the master.
Thanks, Fred.
And the sub-hour time, certainly nothing to sneeze at. And of course, Fred, as I'm sure you know, you're not out. Your losers bracket match will see. Let's see. You'll be playing one of Adirondack Rick, Vicnin, or Tetrally in that losers bracket matchup.
It's going to be a fun matchup there coming through. I mean, I'm, admittedly, from the sake of having a for the rematch side of things, I kind of hope it's Rick, just because he and I played in the first randomizer tournament as well, and I believe actually we were 10 seconds apart at the time. So I always look forward for the chance to get back to him. But any of those 3 competitors would be awesome, and I would love to get a chance to play any of them.
All right, and with that, Alj, any final questions before we wrap it up and get ready for the rematch of BTs and Adaginos?
I think everything that can be said has been said. Our runners went fast, so I think the post game should be just as quick.
Alrighty, and so Fred, rcdrone, GG, both of you, well played, fantastic race to watch. Thank you both for the last hour or so of entertainment. We appreciate you all. Please give both these guys a follow.
And not that they'll say it, make sure to give follows to the full team here, give follows to our lovely commentators here, give follows to Dark, to Algernon, to Tracking as well there, and just everyone in general who's been helping out behind the scenes. This entire community has made this thing amazing, so hope to see y'all get the follows there, because they deserve it for blathering on about our fun play here for hours at a time potentially.
All right, so with that, Speed Gaming fans, we will see you back here in just under an hour, about 53 minutes. We'll have BTs versus Adaginos. Stay tuned, guys. That's going to be a barn burner. We'll see you in about an hour.
See you then.